Good morning. Happy New Year, everybody. I just have a question. The topic on this is the Watchtower and Jehovah's Witnesses in the Bible. Looking at the early churches, um, Rome, Corinth, Ephesus, and all of those, they didn't have the Bible. They had the Torah, and of course the epistles that were directly written to them. Maybe one or two other epistles that were not yet qualified to be the Bible, or compiled to be the Bible. That's on one hand. On the other hand, the way God communicates to the universe, or exclusively to the planet Earth, is through the discreet slave in Brooklyn. That's how God communicates. Jehovah. Right? Okay. Of course, that started late 1800s by Russell, that was an enlightened person, and he said God exclusively only communicates through the Watchtower institution. Now, back to the early church. The early church, they didn't have the Bible compiled yet, especially the New Testament. They might have had the Torah. I think that, yeah, they did have the Torah. But in the first century, the councils get together and they compile and put this Bible together. Right? Either it's, first, third, or fourth century. I gotta get my council straight now. Once they put the Bible together, they remember, these people weren't part of the discreet slave. They were not Jehovah's Witnesses. So, as a Jehovah's Witness, how do I trust these people? Because God only communicates through the discreet slave. That's it. And these people that put the Bible together, they were not the apostles themselves. I wonder what's left out and what's missing. And then check this out, to make things worse. The book travels another 1900 years through so many hands, through so many, through the Catholic hand, through the reformers in the 15th, 16th century, and it comes through, and ta-da, lands on the lap of Russell, late 1800s. So how do you deal with that? These people, they were not the discreet slave. They were not Jehovah's Witnesses. Some of these guys were Lutherans and Catholics and all kinds of stuff. So how do you deal with it? Do you just work with what you got? Or do you thank them? Or do you... I'm not talking about just whiting out one letter, two letters here and there. Or do you just blindfoldedly say, you know what? We're just going to block that out, but we're going to work with what we have, even though it didn't come from the discreet slave. From here on, we're going to kick off with this enlightened group. Just make believe, and that's it, man. Remember, the New World's translation was translated off an existing Bible that was not put together by the discreet slave. I mean, for thousands, hundreds of years. Could you comment on that? Especially all you, my brothers, Jehovah's Witnesses. Praise the Lord.